Hello everyone, it's Too Much Hair and it is time for a silk press. Thanks again for returning, and I kind of want to just skip through the shampoo and the conditioner part, and we're going to go straight into the leave-in conditioner. So my client here has been shampooed with M.A.D.E hair care products, the silk press treatment. Now silk proteins are important in a silk press because that's where it gets its name. A lot of times when you're just flat ironing hair, you're just flat ironing hair. So you can't call it a silk press if it's not really a silk press, right? Right. You see me here. I've blown my client out with a paddle brush to about 80% dry. And I'm going to take a silkening brush. Well, it's actually like a smoothing brush. It's like half and half. It was a new brush I had tried out, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really care for it. I probably would have cared for it if the handle was like flat, but it's round and it's kind of hard to grip. Anyway, so I'm going to use that brush to smooth it out. And you kind of want to stretch the curl pattern out when you're getting ready to do a silk press. So that would be the difference between a blow dryer with a comb on it and a blow dryer blowing it out with a brush. So let's talk about this silk. Alright, so the silk is hydrolyzed silk, which just means that it's been refined into microscopic particles that can be easily absorbed into the hair shaft. Witness protection. Alright, so this is going to be your flat iron spray. This is going to be your thermal protection spray. It has jojoba oil in it, vitamin E oils, lemongrass extract, amongst other things. This spray is going to be responsible for your intense shine. It's formulated for flat iron use. It doesn't have any parabens, any alcohol, no sodium chloride. It's just a nice, dope thermal protection spray. I think I said it's going to be your UV protectant also. So it's going to protect the acid mantle, which is going to be your outermost protective layer of hair. It is like a translucent layer that's outside of your cuticle. So it's the acid mantle, then the cuticle, then the cortex, then the medulla. So this is going to protect that acid mantle so there's no cuticle damage. So we go over the hair one time with the flat iron on 410 degrees, and I use a bone comb so I know I'm not going to melt my comb. So after you silk it out, that's when you're going to do your trim and you're going to figure out the game plan for the hair. Now I'm just going to go in, and she wants her hair to be pretty much straight. So I am just going to put a little bend on the end. But if you want curly hair, you really don't want to silk the hair all the way out and then curl it, because the silk proteins are going to lay on the hair shaft. When you tell it to be straight, it's going to want to stay straight. This is the finished look for the silk press, and it's super easy to do. Just make sure you wrap it up, put some oil on it at night. I suggest wrapping it with a vent brush. You want to use one that has the little balls on the tips, and a nice silk bonnet or a silk scarf. And Keisha's ready to go with a little trim. So I guess you see, Keisha wants darker hair, alright? She's got some gray coming up. She doesn't really care for the lighter color anymore, so she asked me to go darker. She actually wants black. And I told her that since her blonde was so light, I can't really go black right now. I probably could have did it all in the same day, but I really didn't want to. I just wanted to see this, the color deposit, and just give her a new look for about 2 weeks. So when she comes back, I will be coloring it darker. Just black. Another Demi-Permanent. Demi-Permanent color penetrates halfway into the hair shaft. It's not a permanent color, so you're not going to be using any heavy peroxides to open up the hair shaft. I like to use the same color placements on a lot of my clients. So if they're asking me for like a chunky look or a highlighted look or a spotted look or just kind of different looks, I know my color placements. So it's so easy to recolor the same colors, or to pull those separate colors out and to make sure I give those colors their own formulation. So nothing is just haphazardly done. And I try to stay off the scalp with the coloring. I don't want to stain her scalp. She does have gray hair, so we have to get down there, but usually I'll use a base around her edges, and I don't think I used a base this time. I just think it looks horribly unprofessional to have a stained scalp when you're getting your hair color. So when we rinse this off today, we're actually going to be doing a silk curl. The foils were used for separation. That's pretty much it. The color process for about 30 minutes, and we just went through all the same processes as the silk press. Silk press serum is going to be the oil that we use before the blow dry. So I blow dry with a round brush. The other tool, the brush that you saw me use on the other video, I had just bought that and I was trying it out and I didn't like it. This is what I normally use. I just go ahead and use a round brush and my Babyliss Rapido blow dryer. This blow dryer is everything. It is super lightweight, less than a pound, and it also comes with 6 power settings, and it does a great job in stretching the hair out with this chi brush. So you want to make sure you get the hair really, really, really good and dry. And when I get finished blow drying, I like to set my clients under the dryer for about 5 minutes just to make sure the scalp is dry. Now you have different layers to your hair, so when you're blow drying it to the touch, it may feel dry, and the outermost layers may be dry, but you don't know, those innermost layers may still be wet. And when you go in with that flat iron and you start pressing hair out, then you're going to really notice that maybe it wasn't dry all the way. No, for me, round brushing is like a total body workout. And it is even more of a workout when I gotta reposition my arms and my elbows so that I'm not in the frame of the camera. Instead of straightening her hair on the first pass, I'm just gonna go straight in with the curls. I don't need to trim her. She was trimmed already. She's just ready to go to be curled. Like I said, with those silk proteins, they're going to sit on the hair shaft. And how you straighten that hair, how you put that heat on the hair is how you're going to tell those silk proteins to fuse in. She's going to be wearing her hair curly this time around. She's going to roller set it, pin curl it, or use a curl band. And we just want to make sure the hair has the memory of the curl locked in there. So I am using that titanium iron at first to smooth out her base, and then I'm using the curling iron to go and put those curls in. When you're using a curling iron, a flat iron as a curling iron, just make sure the edges are rounded on the plates so that when you do make those curls, you don't put any creases in. And when you're doing just straight straightening or silkening, then you want those plates to be, pretty rectangular, I suppose. And you want to just make sure the internal coil system is even. And you just kind of want to make sure that also it's titanium or tourmaline, not so much ceramic. Today I'm doing 2 full turn curls with the tool. And that shakedown flat iron spray is really allowing the iron to just glide over the hair. It's infusing so much shine, so much silk, so much slip to the hair. It's just making it much easier to manage. And it feels so good to the touch. Just the end result, just finger comb through. And we don't have any holding spray on this. This is just the flat iron spray. You have the silk serum. Then we have the M.A.D.E hair care products, shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and share. Share this with your stylist, too. Thank you so much, Munchkins. See you next time.